Hello to all my story lovers. How are you all? Hope you are doing well. Today's story name is Payasam for a Bear. This is a story taken from Grandma's Bag of Stories, written by Sudha Murty. Before go through the story, please subscribe, like and share. Now let's go through the story. Did you know what you must never ever anger a bear? It's true, an angry bear can do some really awful things. So it is always safer to keep your word to him. Poor Mohan and Basanti did not know this and tried to trick a bear and see what happened to them. Mohan had banana plantation where he grew delicious bananas. He also had huge mango tree that provided him with baskets of juicy mangoes every summer. He would sell these fruits in the market and live happily enough with his wife Basanti. Once, his trees yielded an exceptionally large crop of bananas and mangoes, and he decided to sell them in the market in the city, where he would get a higher price for them. So off he went with his sacks and baskets to the city. There he sat in the market and sold everything that he had bought, and made quite a bit of money. At the market, he ran into an old friend, Amar. Mohan and Amar were overjoyed to see each other after many years. "Come to my house, dear friend," insisted Amar. "Let us enjoy a good meal and talk about our childhood days." Mohan thought this was a wonderful idea and went with Amar to his house. There the two friends ate huge quantities of rice, dal, lovely vegetables and all the kinds of sweets. Then finally out came the best part of the meal, the payasam. Payasam is known by many names all over India. Some call it kheer, some payesh and others payasam. It is made with milk, rice and jaggery and many other ingredients, and it is always yummy. So was the payasam that Amar served his friend. It was made with a fragrant rice, creamy milk, sweet as a sugar jaggery, and strewn with nuts, cardamom, saffron, and all kinds of wonderful mouth-watering things. Mohan ate and ate bowl after bowl of this dessert till he was ready to burst. Then the two friends chatted and rested till it was time for Mohan to head back home. When he reached his house, he told his wife about the circumstance meal, particularly the payasam he had eaten. Oh, how Basanti sighed and longed to have tasted this dish too. Seeing her face, Mohan suggested, "See, I have earned plenty of money by selling the fruits. Why don't I buy the things required to make payasam, which you can cook, and both of us will enjoy it together?" Basanti thought it was a wonderful idea. But first Mohan needed to go to the forest to collect some firewood. Then he could go to the shop and get all that was required to make the dessert. So off Mohan went, swinging his axe and whistling a tune. Now who would be sitting dozing under a tree in the forest but a big black bear? He had just had some nice berries for lunch and was enjoying his snooze when Mohan walked by. First the bear opened one eye, then another, and watched as Mohan cut a few branches of a nearby tree and collected twigs for firewood. Just as Mohan was tying it all up in a neat bundle, the bear spoke up. Hi there, friend. Where are you off to in such a happy mood? Why are you collecting so much firewood? Tell me, are you cooking a feast tonight? Mohan was astonished and little scared to be addressed like this by a bear. Yes, your honor, I mean, dear bear, sir, he mumbled and stammered. The bear was happy after his meal, so he decided to chat some more with Mohan. So tell me, what are you going to cook tonight? He asked, patting his tummy. Payasam, answered Mohan. Paya? What? The bear was puzzled. Payasam. Mohan said slowly, it is a sweet dish. Tell me more. The bear was intrigued. So Mohan described Payasam and how it was made. As he talked about milk and rice and nuts and jaggery, the bear's eyes started gleaming. His stomach started rumbling and he realized he absolutely, totally needed to taste this wonderful human food. Oh, Mohan, my friend, do let me come and share your payasam tonight, the bear begged. Mohan was astonished. A bear as a guest for dinner? Who knows how much he would eat? But neither could he say no. That seemed so rude, and the bear was looking at him hopefully. He sighed and replied, all right, you can come, but to cook so much payasam, I will need much more firewood. Can you bring that with you? Cunning Mohan thought he would make the bear do his work for him, so he would not need to come to the forest for the next few days. Yes, the bear jumped up. Just tell me how much firewood you need. 10, 20, 30 bundles? 50 would be enough, decided Mohan. Then he slung his bundle of firewood over his shoulder and went back home. On the way, he bought lots of milk, rice, and everything else they would need to make the payasam. When he reached home, he told Basanti about the unusual guest who would come to share their dessert. So Basanti cooked a huge quantity of payasam. She added lovely nuts, aromatic saffron, sweet cardamoms, and many wonderful things into it as she cooked. Oh, how marvelous the payasam smelled! Unable to wait any longer, the two started eating helping after helping of the dish without waiting for their guests to turn up. They ate and ate and ate till they realized they had eaten up everything. There was not a grain of rice nor half nut left for him. They sat around wondering what to do. What would they say to the bear when he came expecting to eat payasam? Then a devious plan entered Mohan's head. What if they made payasam with all kinds of other ingredients? After all, it was only a bear and he had never tasted this dish earlier. So how would he know what it really tasted like? The cunning man and his wife then took a little bit of milk, added lots of water to it, threw in a handful of rice, and instead of jaggery and nuts and spices, they added pebbles, sand, cardamom husk, and stirred the mixture till it cooked somewhat like payasam. They placed the brass pot filled with this in front of the house and went and hid in the bushes somewhere at the back. As soon as the night fell, a huge dark figure appeared down the road. On its back it carried 50 bundles of firewood. It was the bear come to dinner. He reached Mohan's house and looked around. There was no one. Then right in front of the house he spotted the pot full of payasam. Unable to wait any longer, he flung down the bundles he had carried and fell upon the payasam. Only after he had eaten more than half the potful did he realize something was wrong. The milk was watery, the rice was half cooked, and there was horrible grit and pebbles between his teeth. Ooh! Oh, how angry he was now! Furious, he shouted for Mohan, but Mohan was cowering behind the bushes and did not reply. Now angrier than ever, the bear spotted the mango tree and rubbed his back against it. The mangoes came raining down. He shook the tree so hard the bear continued to stamp and shake the tree till it fell with a huge crash right onto the banana field and crushed the best banana plants. Seeing the firewood he had carried all the way from the forest lying around, the bear started throwing them around. One fell into the oven in the kitchen and set fire to the house. Soon Mohan and Basanti's house was in flames, his field in ruins, and his prized mango tree destroyed. Finally satisfied that he had taken his revenge, the bear stormed back into the forest. When Mohan and his wife crawled out of their hiding place and came back home, they saw everything was in ruins. How they wailed and wept and wished they hadn't been so greedy and left the bear his share of payasam. But what was the use of lamenting now? The damage was done. The greedy couple had learned what I told you earlier. Never anger a bear, and if you make a promise to one, keep it. Now this is the end of the story. Do you like it? Then comment it. Subscribe my channel. Bye bye.